Yo. Oh, shit. So who watched that Hip Hop Awards and shit? It must be that ass that got you like that. Honey. Love is crazy. What's good, everybody? Favorite punk rock artist? Ooh. I might have to go. Personally, I might have to go with the Stooges to me, like Iggy and the Stooges and shit. I mean, yeah. I would put the Clash as a second. That's one group I definitely should talk about, the Clash, on some real shit. Surprisingly, I don't even think I have any of their albums, do I? Because I know they dropped a collection, which I was planning on getting the collection at one point, but the way they have that fucking price. Yeah, Sam, I got you. I'm going to listen to them after this review and whatnot. I got you. I didn't forget. I didn't forget, bro. Trust me. By the way, it's not announced, but we're gonna do a live inside the zine after the review on two Source magazines, just to let y'all know. I saw some of the hip hop awards. I'm gonna be real with you. I only wanted to watch just for Tyler the Creator. A lot of the artists I didn't really care for. I mean, I might check out the Isaiah Shaw performance later, but it was like a lot of ugh. I kind of stopped caring for the hip hop awards after a while. I think the last really good one, maybe 2011 or 2012. Shit. I like hard rock artists like Nine Inch Nails, Van Halen, definitely. Nine Inch Nails, I fuck with Van Halen. Love Van Halen, mostly the David Lee Roth era. Def Leppard, yes. Rage Against the Machine, oh fuck yes. What do y'all think about David Lee Roth announcing he's retiring and shit? Trying to make it on my own. Ooh, at last I know the world. Oh, yet I was so concerned with the material games. Out in the world, trying to make a name. Oh, it's still going on? I thought it was going to end at 11. Oh, shit. But now I must confess. Dun, dun, dun. Love is the key to happiness. And it's good to know that you're still around. Guess who's back in town? I don't know if you guys know about that song right there. I have the Rap City recorded. I saw a glimpse of it. I saw the interview Fat Joe, so that's interesting. Yeah, Big Tigger, he got that show in Vault. Now they're trying to bring back Rap City. I still have to watch the video Soul on Tubi, which I've been so fucking busy helping my mom out last week. I had to catch up on BMF and movies, so tonight's gonna be like my catch up, chill night, watching shit night. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys are also checking out the Masquerade line too, just to let y'all know. Oh, Christian, yes. We were just talking about that last night. Definitely have to go with Club Nouveau. I've always felt Club Nouveau was very underrated. I prefer their music, proto New Jack Swing, in a way. Definitely a very, very dope group. Yes, they were the ones who did the cover of Bill Withers' "Lean on Me." I'm so glad you guys are loving the Inside the Zine shows. And yes, I am definitely trying to drop the beef episodes. I know I keep saying this every week, but I'm really trying to drop this fucking week because I'm not trying to have no distractions this week. But last week I had hella distractions and shit. But I did record both episodes, so all I have to do is find the pictures and the videos, and then we in there like swimwear. And I hate using that saying. What's up, Instigator? What's up?
What's good?
Talking about the hip hop awards, life, all that bullshit.
Hold on.
You said what? But yeah, man. And I usually hate when I get behind on videos because the In Living Color video was supposed to have been out and shit like that. So, but at the same time, that In Living Color video took me a long time because it was like a lot of information that had to split into a couple of videos and shit too. So,
Okay. Okay.
Means you know, there you go.
What's good?
Nothing much. Just got out the shower, just talking about life and shit, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, the verses. We're gonna do a live special on the verses and shit like that. So
Okay.
hopefully it's gonna be better than. Oh, I know it's gonna be better than Ja Rule and Fat Joe. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, man.
This is history in the making.
Yeah. For sure. What's good?
So yeah, man. I'm gonna take out from work early. I'm gonna lock my door. We're gonna talk hip hop. The Hennessy is definitely gonna come out.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir.
For this?
No, I'm in the verses.
Oh, I just say.
Wait. What you mean? You don't like the album?
I don't want to spoil the review.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Damn you, Reg. Damn you, Reg.
Oh man. I already know that saying. Damn,
I didn't watch the awards. I didn't watch that shit. I totally forgot about all that shit. I was trying to watch my Yankees. My Yankees playing like shit right now, so I didn't care about no damn award show.
Bro, that past Detroit wannabe nigga was yelling and they had that African. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yo, that shit
And you know
was
me, I'm an
funny,
African
man.
and shit like that, but come on.
That shit was crazy, man.
Sometimes I just feel like these artists just put like a lot of African images together just to get that woke crowd and shit. And they'll just say anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You already know. I didn't even watch the Rap City shit. He had Fat Joe there and Jeezy, and I think that was it. So
yeah, I got that shit recorded. I might do a review on it to see how it is, low key.
like,
I might. I don't know. Cause I was gonna watch the Video Soul Reboot 2.
that was good. I saw that over the weekend. It's 6 episodes.
It was good.
Yeah, it's on Tubi, the Tubi app.
Yeah, Tubi, of course, Tubi. Yeah.
Where you can get all the ghettoest of ghetto movies for free. If you want to see a ghetto movie with AZ, it's on there.
Yo, do they have LL Cool J's Out of Time from '95?
They should have it. I saw that. I didn't like that. That was a slow burn. I didn't care for that, but
Say less. I'm gonna get my tea back. Hold on.
if you want to see Griselda, the Griselda Conflicted movie, it's on Tubi app, yo. Like all the ghetto hood films are on here for free. There's a lot of shit I ain't even know people did that's on there. Who should be inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame? Nas need to be inducted next year. We got Jay and LL getting inducted. I think it's this month or next month. Nas need to be inducted next year. Outkast need to be inducted next year. Wu-Tang Clan need to be inducted next year. Bone Thugs and Harmony need to be inducted. That's like right in their backyard, and they don't even give them a vote. New Edition need to be inducted next year. It's already past 25 years for them. Best R&B group of the 80s, hands down. Like, they need to be inducted now. Mary J, definitely. Mary was on the ballot this year. Mary J definitely got to get inducted next year. And Shaka Khan. Snoop Dogg, I think, is going to happen at some point.
What you talking about?
Who should be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame next?
These nuts.
Yeah.
We can go on about 3 more minutes. I-20. New Edition is the Temptations of the 80s.
Yes. The best 80s group, hands down. Without a doubt.
Ronnie, Bobby, Vicky, and Mike.
They need to be inducted right now. Like, it's already past 30 years. They don't wait till one of them died to put them in. I don't get that. Eminem? Not yet. Not yet for Eminem. Eminem's gonna happen eventually. Dr. Dre's already in there.
Wu-Tang.
Yes, Wu-Tang, definitely.
Is Quincy Jones is on there, right? As a solo artist, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Which one as a solo artist? He was in a group?
Who?
Quincy.
Nah.
Yeah, I think he's in there already.
I like that graduation post. I used to have that.
Yes, that's the album. That's the album. It came with the album.
Yeah.
You used to have that? What happened to it?
No, I still do have it.
Oh,
but,
still have it?
Since I moved to my dad, I can't really be posting like a lot of stuff on the walls like that. I'm waiting till I get my own spot to really hang shit. You know what I'm saying?
Your dad don't appreciate fine art? This is fine art right here.
I mean, my dad's kind of old fashioned and shit.
Oh, he like Basquiat paintings and stuff?
Nah, he just likes his walls plain. That's the word.
Oh, true. I can't have my walls plain. They gotta be shit. It used to be a whole ton of shit on it, and I took like half of the stuff down. But
I mean, I can ask him if I can post some stuff on the wall, but
I used to have a whole bunch more stuff, but I took a lot of the stuff down. But I'm gonna start putting them back up. So
I feel you. I wasn't even planning on staying here for this long and shit. But I was like, fuck it.
Right.
I have to wait till after I graduate.
The Hall of Fame is rock. Again, they're not catering to our music. They catering to rock and roll first and foremost, and soul music. Everything else is secondary. So I don't expect them to acknowledge a lot of our rap artists. That's why we have the Hip Hop Museum coming. They're gonna acknowledge everybody else that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame don't acknowledge. Dan and Ross, I think Dan is in there already.
Yeah, as a member of the Supremes, not a solo artist.
Oh, solo artist? Well, what they waiting for? Ohio players? Are they not in there?
Yeah, I mean, that's a trap. They're not in there. That's a travesty.
I don't get that at all. Who the hell they been inducting?
Green Day. Oh.
I even said it was too early for Green Day, and I love Green Day, but it was too early.
If Alice in Chains is not there, Soundgarden and Alice in Chains are not there, but Green Day is.
They were rushing to put people first, but you made LL wait for like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Now he's getting in.
Hell, I'm gonna be real. I feel like Jay-Z should wait a couple years before.
So how would they determine who goes first ballot and who goes like third ballot? I don't understand how the whole voting system works.
They skipped Eric B and Rakim a couple times too, but
they're not getting in. Hip Hop Hall of Fame, they'll get in. Rock and Hall of Fame for them, they're not even going to acknowledge them. Everybody not getting in. Not at least not with the Rock and Hall of Fame. Hip Hop Hall of Fame is different. They're gonna acknowledge everybody. Rock and Hall of Fame is more mainstream. They're not gonna acknowledge people that we think like Eric B and Rakim should be in there, or Gang Starr. They're not going in there. Premier as a producer, maybe, cause he crossed over. He's done a lot of stuff for a lot of different pop artists, Christina Aguilera and 21 Pilots. But as a group, nah, they're not gonna acknowledge Gang Starr like that. It's a shame. That shit has to change though. They within the committee, that shit gotta change. They gotta get young, not even older heads. Like I don't know who the hell, what age they committees is, but they gotta get people from our generation to acknowledge a lot of these artists. Because if you're dealing with 70, 80 year olds, they don't know shit about Gang Starr or Wu-Tang Clan, so it's gonna go right over them. And the fact that they even nominated Jay-Z and LL means they probably isn't Questlove is a part of the committee, right? It's probably Questlove that's giving them like the suggestions, like who to vote on.
That's a good possibility.
You know what I'm saying? If he's a music lover like I think he is, he gotta start suggesting other artists though.
Shit.
Boyz II Men, they're gonna get there at some point.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right. What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely Tuesday night? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Before I start, y'all should already know. Make sure y'all checking out the Masquerade line on my Instagram. Y'all pre-orders going for $26.99. It's the fashion brand ahead of its time, but still in prime. All right, the album we're going to talk about today is I-20, his only album, Self-Explanatory, released on October 5th, 2004, on Disturbing the Peace in the Capitol. It only came out with one single, Break Bread. Producers include Shaka Zulu, who's executive, Ludacris, executive, Craig Love, DJ Paul, Goo Junkies, Hot Runners, Jason Dyer, Joe Trax, Juicy J, Lil Jon, Red Spider, Salam Remy, Ski, and the Heatmakers. Um, a lot of variety of shit. I tell you. Guest appearances include Ludacris, Lil Fate, Titty Boy. Um, Guys should know Titty Boy and shit like that. Two Chains. Chingy, Butch Cassidy, Bone Crusher, 3 6 Mafia, Juvenile, Shauna, and Devin the Dude. All right. I know you never heard of. Wait. Well, how did you have any idea how you got into I-20 or?
Well, I only know R20 because of Ludacris. Like,
Right.
like I've seen R20 when Luda was on the Outkast tour for Stankonia. Like DTP was already formed and they wanted to tour with him. Like I've seen R20 and Little Fate and Shauna, but I never really cared for R20 like that. So it might be like one or two songs that I actually liked him on. Like he was featuring with Ludacris, but I was more of a Little Fate and Shauna fan than R20.
Interesting.
You know. So I
Okay.
know who he is, you know what I'm saying? So
All right. Well, yeah. I knew I-20 mostly from his association with Ludacris.
yeah.
I heard his album. Watching Steven's channel and shit like that. He was talking about this album, and I peeped it. I thought it was gonna be some, because you know how Southern hip hop was talking before, like the crunky kind of sound.
Right.
And this album right here, I mean, I don't know how you feel because
Mhm.
you kind of spoiled a little bit earlier, but I mean,
It's not whack. It's just not great either.
and
You
I can
know?
accept that because there was certain tracks which I'm gonna get into
I put
that
it this way: it's more listenable for me than the Nelly albums. I
I
can say that.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, it's like I know I'm already spoiling, but this is like some Def Jam, Fight from New York, Southern. You
there's a
know that.
song. There's a song from this album that's on Vendetta.
That's it. Yep.
Christian mentioned it earlier.
Hmm. And you ever know that scene from ATL when they were in that little house party with like the lights and blue lights and shit?
Right.
This is the kind of album that fits that perfect scene and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, man. I-20. There's not really that much information I found about I-20. He's an MC. He his full name is his full moniker is Infamous 2O, or people call him Dub. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, Pretty much he changed his name because of the interstate route and stuff like that that runs through ATL,
Right.
and he was discovered by Ludacris and shit, and that's when he was put on Disturbing the Peace, and he appeared on some of Ludacris's best songs like on Back for the First Time or
Right.
Incognito, Word of Mouth and shit like that. He also appeared on 6 songs from the first Disturbing the Peace compilation, Golden Grain,
Mm-hmm.
which some of them like Break Something. Oh no, that was Break Bread, excuse me. But yeah, like I said, there's not really that much I found about him and shit like that. So, which is some, which is in one part kind of good because you don't want everybody in your personal life and shit like
Right.
that. But yeah, and just like many other Disturbing the Peace people, like Shauna and Shingy, he only came out with like 1 or 2 albums and stuff like that on the label. And so I know he came out with a couple of mixtapes over the years too, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, this is the album cover right here. Pretty dope album cover. Definitely has that 2004 feel to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the I-20 Interstate State.
Right.
It's the CD right here. So glad I finally got this album on some real shit. Of course, you got the credits. And of course, you got a little message for his fans right here. All right. So, 13 tracks. Not that long for an album and shit like that. So let's get this shit started. Track number 1, Eyes Open intro. Nice way to start off the album, in my opinion. Just pretty much, he just spits a verse and stuff like that, talking about, his music is something to get addicted to and shit, you know what I'm saying? You can't live without his music. This is pretty much a braggadocio song,
Right.
if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So I like it.
Yeah, it was cool. A nice way to introduce yourself as a solo artist, and yeah, it was cool.
Yes, sir. Track number 2, Meet the Dealer featuring Ludacris. Very dope song, very sick in my opinion. Um, definitely, self-explanatory. Just they're doing that drug talk, and Ludacris is really only on the chorus and the intro
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But yeah, I-20, definitely delivered on this fucking track. I fuck with it.
I love the beat. The Heat Makers at that time they could do no wrong. Like all the stuff they did for Dipset and Cameron at that time in the 2000s, and they gave I-20 a dope beat. And I love the chorus with Ludacris on it. When it comes to this money, I'm the main receiver. Snatch your bitch, and I aim to please her. And
Mm,
Ludacris is always dope with choruses. Like I think like even his own choruses for his albums were great, and that's what I liked about him. Like he was always like creative when it came to like his choruses and stuff. So
oh
like,
yeah.
I think he should have had a verse on here though.
Mm,
You know,
shit, I definitely feel agree with you. This is not the perfect beat Ludacris could have been on and shit.
right?
Track number 3, Fighting in the Club, featuring Fate Wilson, Titty Boy, and Shingy. Very controversial song
Mm-hmm.
because this is a song that kind of started the beef between Ludacris and Ti. but only because of the music video. Because there was a part in the video where an actor he had a shirt that says "trap," and at that time, Ti was just coming off like 1 year after the trap music album, and
Man,
Ti thought it was like a diss to him and stuff like that. So the whole incident with the stomp song for Young Buck and shit like that.
man.
So yeah, man, that's this song pretty much started that shit. Um, Pretty straight song in my opinion. I personally felt like Chingy did not really belong in this track. Just gonna
No,
be real, just gonna be
man.
real. Um, Lil Fate definitely had the best verse. I love when he says, "You can catch me in that D and see them boys throwing up. They thugs. North North run this bitch, nigga. Where you from? South side, East side, West side. They were playing. Boys throwing signs about to start a fucking riot. Like, ooh, very very ill ass track right there.
I want to say this song was on Fight Night 2. I think it was on Fight Night 3. I actually have Fight Night 3 still for Xbox 360. Classic boxing game with De La Hoya. I think it was on this one. I want to say it was on the soundtrack for this. If it wasn't Fight Night 3, it was Fight Night 2. But it wasn't. I don't think it was on Vendetta. I said Vendetta. It wasn't on Vendetta. It was on Fight Night, either 2 or 3. But this is a good song. I like the beat for this. And
Yes.
again, it was yeah, Luda should have been on this joint. Like he had everybody else from DTP on here except for Luda, and I thought Luda would have killed this track. Little Fate verse was dope. I love the chorus, but yeah, this joint I remember like from way back in the two
Yeah.
thousands. I want to say it was. I didn't even look it up. I want to say it was Fright Night 3 that it was part of the soundtrack for.
Mm, definitely, I feel you on that. Trust me. And Slime Remy, I didn't know Slime Remy did this beat too. It's crazy.
It don't even sound like a Salam Remy beat.
That don't like compared to the stuff he was doing for Nas around this time too and shit. Interesting.
Right.
Um, Track number 4, The Realist. Love this fucking track. This was again another like braggadocio song and whatnot. Him talking about how he's the realist and shit like that. How he's the best at what he does and shit. So
Right.
again, another beat by Slam, which was ill as fuck and stuff in my opinion. So
Yeah, it was dope. Um, Definitely, and I like the beat. I think the production on here was great. I
oh
like
yes,
the beat for that dope. That was dope.
yeah, that beat is fire. Oh my god, like having some nice speaking that bait when that bass hits. Ooh,
Mhm. Yep.
jeez.
Definitely.
Backstage featuring Butch Cassidy. Um, hmm, this was a okay song. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. The
Mhm.
chick songs is what kind of dated this album. Some of the chick songs was kind of hit or miss on this album
Man.
and whatnot, especially slow fucking, which we'll get into that in a minute. But this one was I like this is probably my favorite chick song off this album because of like it had that like slow sensual kind of beat.
Right.
This is definitely a joint that could have been played like in a strip club and shit. I felt like they were trying to do their own version of Juvenile and Soldier some slow dance, slow motion. Excuse me,
Mhm.
I said slow dance. Because I noticed how a lot of cats from the South. I mean, that record was a big record back like 03, 04. And a lot of motherfuckers were trying to do that kind of song and
Mhm.
whatnot, in my opinion and shit. And this was kind of like in that slow motion kind of vein,
Right.
But yeah, but I'm gonna be that song slow motion. That never get. I don't care
Never
what you
gets old. I,
never
I,
gets
I
old.
think I have that Juvie album.
Yeah, man.
I got 3 of his albums. I can't remember which one it's on though.
It was the one. Damn, it was came out 03, of course, but I
I
can look it
gotta
up
see.
while you say what you have to say.
Okay.
But yeah, Butch Cassidy definitely was a good, nice added on this track.
Mhm.
Personally, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of felt Nate Dogg should have also been on this track. It definitely had like a Nate Dogg kind of feel to it. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I don't know, man. But that's just me.
Which one are we talking about? Is it Backstage?
Yeah,
Backstage was dope. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I think you could have Nate Dogg on there. Backstage was a beat, nice bass line and guitars in there. And again, I like the production mainly about this album. Like the production was on point.
Definitely. Yeah, man. And the album is called Juvie the Great, by the way.
That one I got. I got Juvie the Great. There's another one that I have from him. I think it was like maybe his last on Cash Money, and then I got the greatest hits.
Man, I don't even have no Juvie albums, but I got BG's Chopper City in the Ghetto. Thank you, Hoovie, for that one.
BG was dope too.
Yeah. Like I've never really been the biggest Hot Boys fan, but I
Right.
did like BG and Juvie.
Hmm.
BG
Same, same.
I never really listened to Turk like that.
Me neither.
Um, when it came to Wheezy, I didn't care for that much for Block is Hot or
Right.
the 500 Degrees, which he did that as a diss to
Mhm.
Juvenile and shit. Which
Right.
man, Juvie killed him. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
real with you.
So I listened to like 2000s Wheezy. I listened to like the Squad Up mixtapes that he was doing, and he had the joint he did with Cormega from the Violator album, the first one.
Mm.
Who can you trust? Who can I trust? That
Cormega and
was
Lil Wayne.
yeah. They on the Violator album.
Oh wow.
That shit was fire. That joint, I fuck with that. But I wasn't a Wheezy fan even then. But I didn't get into Wheezy till like '05 when Carter Carter One dropped.
Yeah, 05. The song that got me into Weezy was Hustler's Music from Carter 2.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Sam, I love 36
Mhm.
Mafia.
Yeah,
Check out the review of what you did on Mystic Styles.
that was dope.
But the last album I enjoyed from him was the Most Known Unknown album, to be real with you.
That was good too.
Yeah. But I like Dark 36 Mafia. I don't care for this poppy, Juicy J
Mhm.
dance to make her dance. I don't care for that shit.
And
Nah.
I like that album, the Trippy album.
It was I. It
You
was
didn't, you
I.
didn't give a,
It
that was
was
dope, man.
he was just it was the same thing with like when CeeLo tried to do the Lady Killer album. And
I love
shit.
that. That's a great album from.
It,
That's
it-
his
it's a
best
good
solo album to me.
it's a good album. Yes, it's a
Mhm.
good album. But I felt like he was trying to do it, but in like but trying to cater it into like the marijuana crowd. Which
Right.
when I talk about that album one day, I'll get more in depth with that. But anyway, yeah, man, Backstage, definitely a very dope track right there.
Yeah.
Then the song Break Bread featuring Ludacris and Bone Crusher. That's a name I have not heard in a while. Bone Crusher. Oof. Um, definitely a banger. One thing that I loved about this disturbing the peace.
Mhm.
I would even say like Grand Hustle. Like they used to have them fucking anthems like Get Back.
Yeah.
This shit right here, like those southern anthems. Not even just the stuff, but even Dipset too had them kind of anthems and shit.
Right. Ti
And
for sure.
yeah, and it brought me a question. What was like the last great anthem in hip hop?
All the way up. Fat Joe and Remy.
I mean, well, I was thinking more like Kendrick's All Right. I mean, you can
That
say
was
that.
great too. That was
Yeah.
great.
I wouldn't really consider that an anthem.
But that whole album speaks to what's going on now in society. So
Yeah.
the Kendrick album.
Um, yeah, man. But definitely a very dope track right here. Ludacris definitely had the best verse, in my opinion, and shit like that. Yeah. Wait, actually, hold up. Scratch that. Nah, they were only on the chorus and shit, but I'm sure. But yeah, I-20 definitely did his thing on this one. I like that line where he says, "You got that Reggie for the low, I got that fire for the high. Niggas traveling when they rapping, but I feel like they acting. And I ain't talking about vacation if I say that then I'm packing. Hear that hunger in my voice and all the pain in my eyes and shit. Like fire. Oof.
Yeah, it was a dope beat. I like the chorus again. Like the choruses on here were dope. Get back or put your life on the line. Get back or put your life on the line. Break bread, nigga. Fire.
Definitely a fire joint. Check number 7 may sound crazy. Um, he kind of slow things down. It's like an introspective kind of joint. I like how you change your name and shit.
You didn't know? You just noticed that?
Yeah, I'm just now noticing it because yeah. But yeah, this one he was just talking about his life growing up and whatnot. Yes, Ronnie, he did use that classic dramatic sample, which hella motherfuckers use that my opinion, I feel like Biggie used at the best with Somebody's Got to Die. I mean, just the way Big just flipped that joint, and he made that shit sound like some Martin Scorsese score or whatever,
Hmm.
man. But yeah, man, definitely love this track. Definitely a favorite of mine.
I think Beanie Siegel flipped the sample better for the rain on
Ooh,
Becoming Fire,
you know
yo.
what? I might have to take that Biggie back because I forgot about the rain and shit.
Hmm.
That's an album we need to talk about
Yes,
too. That
definitely,
I don't care what no one's. That is a hip hop classic.
definitely. That's
I
my favorite Beans album. That one,
same
definitely.
flawless. I mean,
Yeah.
and he was going to prison and shit
Yep.
like that, man. And
Yep.
that album sure went to #1 and shit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
And they promoted it, so
they
you
promoted
know.
it. Even yeah, they were holding Beans up and shit.
Yeah.
But this is the same people that said, "Oh, Jay didn't help Beans down." Yeah, I don't. I'm tired of that fucking shit. But anyway, yeah, man, may sound crazy, favorite of mine and shit.
Yes. That was dope. Yeah, I like the beat. A nice track.
Yeah. Then we're gonna get to Hennessy and Hydro featuring 3 6 Mafia. This track might be a favorite of mine. I'm not gonna lie. Um, fucking Hennessy and Hydro and shit. They picked the perfect guest 3 6 Mafia for this shit. Yo, niggas be sleeping on Paul on the mic and shit.
Right.
They be sleeping on Paul. I like the line where he said, "Pissing on their CDs, thought they really want to beef. Now they back there bleeding from their head to their stinky feet. Believe it." Like ill ass shit, in my opinion. Um, Juicy J did his thing too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Hennessy and Hydro is a favorite of mine. Definitely should have been a single, but at the same time, I know why it wasn't. They could have called it H&H, pretty much.
Agent H.
But yeah, hell, if Ja Rule can, I think drop down ass bitch, even as a down ass chick, they can get away with this. I'm just saying.
What would they call it? H.
H and
H and
H.
H.
But even if Hennessy is like too,
Mm.
oh, you can't say Hennessy. It's called H and shit.
Oh, can they say Hen and Hydro or no?
I mean, I mean, people can say Hennessy, but I don't know about Hydro. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was dope. It was a dope track, real jazzy.
Yes.
Um, we got Juicy saying, "Pass me some green. I'ma smoke it like a fiend, and I'm about to pull some perp, sipping syrup on some lean." Dope flow by Juicy. Yeah, this is definitely a 3 6 Mafia vibe. So I
Yes,
enjoyed
sir.
it.
Yeah. Antoine said the Become is way better than the. Yeah, that's his best album. His peak
Yes,
as an MC. I mean, Truth
I
and
love the
Reason
truth.
was good,
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna lie. Truth, not true. Reason kind of had some iffy tracks
some
and
joint.
shit.
But
I'm not gonna lie. What do you think about the Conspiracy album by Junior Mafia? Dope album,
yeah,
underrated classic,
yeah.
in my opinion. Yeah, man, definitely very dope. Definitely not. I think Eric mentioned that he wanted us to review that a while
Oh
back,
yeah. Okay.
but I was waiting to get the album and shit. But
Yes. Send us the album, Eric, so so we can review it.
I mean, I got
You
the
have the
album.
album? I don't
Yeah,
have the album.
I could have sworn I had an extra copy, but I think I gave it away.
Oh
But
damn it.
'cause I
I
thought
don't
you
know.
had the album.
Nah, I never bought it.
Damn. Because if I would have known, I would have given it to you and shit.
Yeah,
So
I know. It's all good.
yeah, man. Anyway, um, where we at? Point him out.
Point him out.
Oh shit. Okay, this featured Juvie, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. It's that beat. They use that. I think they use like a Run DMC sample.
Yeah.
It's okay. I saw what they were trying to do, but that beat it didn't really fit the album. It was, yeah, it didn't really fit the album and shit like that. That I could have seen if Ludacris did that. Maybe I could have seen Luda on that and shit, but
Right.
for I-20, nah. Yeah,
I think it fit Juvie more than I-20 though.
yeah.
But that would have been dope. Like for Juvie the Great, that would have been perfect on that album for him.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen Beanie Siegel live.
Mm. Um, Track number 10, So Decatur. Um, Again, this was another dope track. in my opinion and stuff. This was kind of like another anthem. Um, I gotta look up what Decatur means and shit, cause I know that's like a.
It's a it's a area in Georgia.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Facts. Okay. Sorry, Georgia. Yeah, sorry. But yeah. So yeah, this one, very very dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like another anthem, another song that could have been a single
Hmm.
and shit, in my opinion. But hey,
I like the beat. Definitely a dope track. Yeah.
definitely. Um, where we at? OG Anthem featuring Butch Cassidy. Definitely a very fire joint. My second favorite track off this album. This is a joint produced by Red Spider, who worked with. He's like an aftermath
Yeah.
producer, but
He worked
he
with
also
supposedly he worked with Michael Jackson.
yeah, I heard about that too.
Okay.
Yeah. He also worked with Anne Marie, D Block,
Yeah.
shit like that. One of those anthem tracks I fucking missed, in my opinion. Just a fucking fire joint. Like that's another thing I missed about the 2000s was those anthem tracks.
Hmm.
Now these days everyone's just bragging about like their Lamborghini that they renting off CarMax and shit. But anyway, yeah,
We don't have the anthems no more because there's not a lot of posse cuts anymore.
exactly.
Like those are gone now. So it's like unless you're like with Griselda or like with the Lord Mob, you're not gonna hear like posse collabs like that. So that's another reason why we don't have the anthems anymore. You know what I mean? But yeah, this was a dope beat. I like the OG anthem. It was a solid album cut.
Yes, sir. Slow fucking. Oh, oh my god. See, this features Shauna.
Hmm.
I don't mind the sex song, but
Right.
this was just kind of corny. A little corny and shit. I could have seen this on Shauna's album more than I-20,
Hmm.
in my opinion. Li- I like the line when I-20 said, "Give me head in a sleigh bed, you can bang, bitch, and I won't let it go. Yes, so that how the dealer cut. I feed you need to nut, make it rough till a nigga wanna bust and have to bang a bitch to fuck and shit." Like I like that line. Overall, like I said, it was alright. Not
Right.
really my favorite sex track, but just hearing Shauna talk about her booty bouncing up and down and shit. I mean, I wish she can be right here and having the booty bounce up and down, but anyway. I mean, hey, I'm being fucking honest and shit.
Have you seen how she look now? She
Yo,
look
she's bad now, yo. I saw
she
that.
hot.
Ooh, she's bad.
Man,
Hey,
that's
DJ Tim, I'm so sorry about your dad, man.
sorry for your loss, DJ Tim. My condolences go out to you and your family. Prayers up for DJ Tim. He just lost his pops.
Yeah, man,
It's always sad to lose a loved one. I lost a lot of loved ones in the past 20 years, so I know what you're going through, man.
definitely. Let's just have a little moment of silence right quick. Definitely. Yes, sir. Now we're gonna get into Keisha. Um, this was another all right track in my opinion. Yeah, it was a storytelling track and stuff. I really didn't. I was listening to this album in the car, and I really didn't finish writing all the notes on this track
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But I did like it.
Right.
It's not really one of my favorites, but I liked it. It definitely showed a storytelling ability in here that you didn't really see on the rest of this album and shit.
It was cool. It was a good track. Um, I didn't know he had it in him to do that. The storytelling and that was dope. I think he should have had a feature for that though.
You said you think you should have had a feature?
Yeah, he should have had like Raekwon and Ghostface on that or something,
Ooh,
or Andre 3000, because he's good at telling stories.
yeah, definitely.
You know,
And
that's a missed opportunity for I-20 on that one.
you said that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, because he should have had a feature for that.
Yeah, man, but he still carried his own on that track. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and the last track is oh shit. The last track is Hey Shawty
Mm-hmm.
featuring Devin the Dude. Again, this was an alright song. It was a chick song, which I really didn't really care for too much. But yeah, it was decent.
Yeah, it was cool. Nice beat. Good way to end the album.
Yeah. Overall, a very dope album in my opinion. Um, re-listening to this album, certain songs like slow fucking, point them out, I could have done without. But for the most part, I felt like I-20 definitely held its own with this joint and shit.
Right.
Definitely, if you love that southern hip hop, that in your face club kind of music, this is definitely a perfect album for you. This album's out of print. This was
Mm.
actually his only album on Disturbing the Peace and shit. So yeah, man, fire album. I'll give this a four mic album.
I love the production. The production was solid. I don't know. Was Ludacris busy during this time? Cause he's not on. He's barely on the album.
Yeah, I know he was working on Red Light District.
Mm.
I know he was working on Crash at that time too.
That's right. He wasn't that. I
Yeah, so
forgot.
he was really getting the acting buzz around this time too.
Man.
Um, and I think he was at that time too. He was dealing with the whole Chingy situation because Chingy accused him of not
Right.
paying his royalties, even though
Mm-hmm.
he was later proven wrong about that too. Yeah,
Crazy. The
yeah, but
production was solid on here, and the features, and it's definitely like it has that early 2000s sound,
hmm
But I wasn't a huge fan of I-20, but he got bangers on here. Fighting in the Club and the Realist, May Sound Crazy, Hennessy and Hydro, Slow Fucking. That was a dope joint with Shauna. Yeah, he got some joints on here. They're definitely if you're a fan of Southern hip hop, early 2000s, this is definitely an album for you. So yeah,
yes,
I think I would just have it just to have it because it's his only album. So he ain't released nothing else after that.
no, I mean, I know he appeared on Ludacris Battle of the Sexes album and
Yeah.
shit like that,
Hmm.
which to me
You didn't
that's
like that one?
his weakest album. In my
Oh
opinion.
wow, that's his weakest to you? Really?
Yeah,
Release Therapy wasn't weak to you?
Release Therapy had some joints. It
Mm-hmm.
next to that album, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that, but it had like Slap and Grew Up a Fucking Screw Up.
Yeah.
Um, it had like a dark alluded and that one track where
Mm-hmm.
he was accused of dissing Ti
Right.
and stuff like that. That shit, right? Word on God,
Mm-hmm.
that shit was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't even need to call that album a disappointment, but Battle of the Sexes originally was supposed to have been a Shauna and Luda collab,
It should have been.
but again, they had bullshit happening to them and
He
stuff
had a
like
whole bunch
that.
of features. I think Trey Songz is on it. Monica, Nicki
If
Minaj.
this is my thing about the Battle of the Sexes album that to me was his weakest. If you wanted, he promoted that album as him and female rappers rapping with female rappers and shit like that, which I'm cool with, but
Mm.
it was still like hella niggas on that album too, which I'm just like, okay, like what the fuck was Trey Songz doing? I mean, and at that time he was popular because he had that Ready album
That was
and
good.
shit like that, which yeah,
That's my favorite. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not really the biggest Trey fan, but
Mm-hmm.
certain songs like that can't be friends. I love that track.
Yeah,
That's
that was dope.
I actually like that way more than Neighbors Know My Name. In my opinion,
Yeah.
but, yeah, man, it was just like if him and Shauna would have just gotten their shit together, that Battle of Sex could have been an instant classic
Mm-hmm.
and shit. But yeah, man, that's why I would rather listen to Theater of the Mind over that album. But,
Right.
yeah,
I think we're supposed to be reviewing Disturbing the Peace album.
yeah. We got to talk about Chicken and Beer first and shit
Okay.
because that one's coming. And shit. I was supposed to have gotten that album, but it was a bit too pricey when I looked it up. So yeah.
Great album.
Oh yeah, my favorite Lou album. All right, so right about now we're gonna do like a little special Inside the Zine live episode.
This is episode 4. You up to?
Episode
Yes, episode 4.
wow, episode 4. Damn.
Yeah, Gangsta one was last night.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna finally do the Biggie King of New York
Yes.
issue
We are not worthy, Biggie. We are not worthy.
and Tupac free issue.
We are not worthy, Pac. We're not worthy.
Yeah, I never opened this Biggie issue. And shit. Still sealed up and stuff.
Wow.
I was like, yo,
The Pac one I had. I didn't have the Biggie one.
yeah, this Biggie one. It took me a while to get. Whew.
I tried to get all the Pac ones. I like that one, and then the other one with him wearing the white bandana,
Yeah, I got
and
that.
then
One.
the tribute one where it's like all gray, all black.
That's expensive, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get the vibe, the one with his glasses and shit like that, when he was like on some Malcolm X shit.
That one I never had. I had the one where he was like in a straight jacket, and it said, "Is he crazy
Ooh.
misunderstood?"
I need that one though.
Yeah.
I need that. I think Complex even named that the greatest hip hop magazine cover too and shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was good.
Oh yeah. But let's do the Biggie one first since this one came out first. Very controversial issue I have in my hands.
Right.
Because a lot of motherfuckers are kind of envious of Big when he got the King of New York moniker and shit like that. But I should have worn some gloves with this one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Imagine what albums they have here and shit. Oh my god. Alright. Like I was telling Try last night, I love doing these inside the zines and shit.
Oh, Sugar Hill, yes, that would die. What's the other ad on the opposite page? I didn't see the other one.
Oh, it's the Warren G with his.
Oh, Warren G. Come on, man, classics. G Funk at his finest. The Twins album Conversation, that's an underrated classic.
That's the G Funk classic.
Yes. Dove Shack, that one was fire too. You
That
know
was
that one?
alright.
Was
It was.
too?
I need to re-listen to that one. When I heard it, it was kind of.
Mhm.
I was expecting something, but I got something else. But one day I might do a double review on that one
Yes,
as a
we got
Warren
to.
G tribute.
We got to, definitely.
Matter of fact, Warren G has a very dope discography. I'm not gonna lie.
He does. He does.
Very.
Underrated. Very underrated.
Like I kind of prefer his discography over Snoop and the Dogg Pound together.
You know when people ask us what's an album that grew on us later over time, one came to mind. Warren G's second album.
Thank you.
Because originally I remember getting that from Columbia House from the 99-cent bin, and I did not like it, and I ended up throwing it away, and then I ended up getting it back by chance like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I appreciate that album now. But I think the problem with that one was Def Jam didn't promote that album like they did with the first one. And you know, he had so much expectations, you know, coming into that second album that it didn't live up to those expectations. But that's a dope sophomore album for 1G.
Yeah, cause no lie, when I first heard that album, I did not like it at first either because I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't as funky
Yeah.
as regular G Funk era.
Right.
But then over the years, when we were doing that trash review on it,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like, I really didn't want to call this a trash review. Like in comparison to his other albums, it's his weakest album.
Right.
But and when I use the word weak in his situation, it's still a good album.
Mm-hmm.
As I can't really say that about a lot of rappers, especially Snoop.
Okay.
Oh God!
I like the song "Smoking Me Out" with Ron Isley.
Ooh,
That's my favorite track.
Yes.
And Annie Mae, I like Annie Mae.
But the I Want It All album from '99.
Yes, I love that.
That
album.
is his best one.
That's a great album.
Very
Underrated.
old. Yes.
And he had like so many features on there. That's like that might be his most feature heavy album.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Who's that? Who's that? Double X Posse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Not gonna be ready to go. Alright, so for the source system, for the Best Buys, they have Showbiz and AG's Goodfellas. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
South Circle's Another Day, Another Baller. Never heard that one.
I heard of them, but I never listened to them though.
Oh wow. Lunas, Operation Stackola. good, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't really call it a classic. I'm not gonna
Was
lie.
that's the second album?
First,
First album, okay.
yeah, I know a lot of West Coast heads. They
Hmm.
herald that album, but for them to put it with Doggy Style, I'm like, oh no,
Really,
no.
you've heard that? I've never heard that
People,
about
yeah,
that.
people like to. Oh, I like to, I like I got five on it, but to
Hmm.
me, my favorite tracks like Player Haters and shit,
Right.
where they threw some shots at Too Short.
Hmm.
Um, they had that one joint with E40 on this joint too.
Right.
Yeah, but I would definitely pick Rapping Forte's "Don't Fight the Feeling" over Stink Cola and shit.
Right.
Various artists, the D&D Project, very dope album.
That was dope.
Grand Puba 2000,
Not as
overrated.
good as Real to Real, but he has some joints on there.
I mean, I didn't care for 2000. Man.
Yeah, like
It was alright,
it was
but
alright, but I still think Real to Real is his masterpiece.
the album cover is slick as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yes. The Lambo. You know.
It's like like the first track when he's just singing. I think he was singing over the "I Like It" track.
Hmm. That was something.
It was like, oh geez, because it was like more singing on that album.
Hmm.
More,
He did a lot.
yeah, it wasn't as balanced as Real to Real, which kind of upsetted me a little bit.
Right.
Now with the heavy rotation, King Just, Mystic of Gods, never heard
Dope.
it.
Dope album. That's
Um,
no flows on the rodeo.
I heard that song before.
He was. I seen the beginning. They said he was Wu affiliated, and then I heard later that he's not affiliated with Wu. So I don't know.
Mm. Oh, Ronnie, dog food shits all over Stackola.
Yeah.
Dog food.
Stackola was dope. It's been years since I heard that album though.
Yeah. Shit. AMG balling out of control. I didn't
I
care
have
for
that.
that.
That's a dope G Funk album.
I didn't care for
You
it.
didn't like the production on there?
No, the production was a huge issue with me.
Really? He used
It
a
wasn't.
lot of familiar samples on that album.
That was the issue. Compared to "Bitch Better Have My Money,"
Right.
which that album was a G Funk classic.
Hmm.
Balling out of control. I don't mind familiar samples, but the way
Hmm.
how he used it, it was
Right.
like how other motherfuckers used this shit on that album.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
I still like it. I think it's a dope G Funk album.
And if I'm not mistaken, Quick, that's what I'm talking about. Him and Quick were beefing too,
Yeah.
and he wasn't even on this album.
No, he was not on the album.
My point
Right.
exactly. Hey, but never, and this is a lesson to all my artists.
Hmm.
Never beef with your producer or your songwriter. NWA learned the
man.
hard way.
You right. You right.
Who else? Who else? Hell, Rhyme Fest, and Kanye West. I mean,
Yep. Facts. Facts. What happened to Rhyme Fest? Wow, you just brought him up. I forgot about Rhyme Fest.
everyone forgot about him. Like the fact that Kanye went from Jesus walks to I like the old Kanye. I like the young Kanye. I like the young. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like that is
That's stupid.
um, Naughty by Nature's Poverty's Paradise. Most definitely.
Classic joint.
DJ Quick, Safe and Sound.
Classic.
Way better than that.
I'm just gonna be saying just classic for the rest of the whole night, yo.
Friday soundtrack.
Classic.
Acts.
Classic joint.
Mobb Deep Infamous.
Classic.
Overrated. I'm
What?
joking. I'm joking. I just want to see your reaction. I'm joking. I love the album. Chill. I just want to see your reaction because you just say classic. All this, I was like, you know what?
This is the album. AMG.
You got that album too. Shit.
Yes, I think it was a dope West Coast album, yo. Like he slept on that to me as a West Coast artist. I think he was dope.
He is. Yeah, he slept on. I'm not gonna lie. Shit. Tupac's "Me Against the World" classic.
Yes. I told you just gonna be saying that the whole
Well, we didn't get to the rating systems yet, so hold your horses.
Oh my god.
New Jersey Drive soundtrack, classic.
That was yes, but for the most part, that was I remember some songs from that soundtrack, not everything.
Double
That
X
was dope.
Posse, rough, rugged, and raw.
Never heard it.
Underrated.
I need to hit up Ray so he can send me a copy.
Yeah. I don't know
You
if
know
I
what I
would
mean?
call it classic, but I would say it's underrated.
Not gonna be able to do it. I definitely enjoyed that song from '92.
Not gonna be able to
Yeah,
go.
that's the only song I know from them. That's the
Wow,
only song I know from them.
that second album, like if you smoke to that
Mm.
fucking album, shit.
The second album is dope.
Uh-huh. I like it. The first album I love, but the second album is just
I gotta check that.
it's like the Goodfellas of the discography.
I gotta check that one.
And last but not least, Old Dirty Bastard, in front of the 36 Chambers.
Yes, great
Classic.
album, classic album. Yes.
That was for the Sound the Source System. You know, Freaking 1995.
Yep. They don't even have that no more.
I mean, they try to bring them back, but
Yeah. It got so crazy down there. They're like, nope, we ain't having it no more.
shit.
I heard Usher was down there boning chicks.
AZ's Rather Unique. Got the
Fire.
hip hop portable.
Yes. Pete Rock,
One of his like illest beats too.
Cameron White. Cameron White. I got a Cameron White like 12 inch. I forgot the name of it. I think it's Superwoman I got from her.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
I have not really heard Cameron White like that. I mean,
Right.
I heard Superwoman because they overplay that shit.
Yeah, that was like one of her biggest hits.
He's like, I'm a super.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh. Shit.
What else they got? Just a bunch of ads.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Brandy.
Oh, Brandy. That's Brandy on the opposite page too.
No, that's Adina Howard.
Oh,
Ironically.
that's when she was looking fine as hell.
Ironically, man, they messy for that shit because y'all,
Well,
y'all
what's
know what
the?
happened.
But they had beef
Yeah.
over Wanye. Please don't tell me it's Wanye. Is
Over
Wanye
Wanye.
for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Broken.
Well, we know who's the real legend. We know who's the real legend here. What happened to Adina Howard?
She does some cooking shows from the last time I checked.
I see. What didn't we watch her unsung or something?
That was an uncensored.
Uncensored, and she look old as fuck now.
She didn't age that good.
Nah.
I mean, she was cute. I didn't really saw her as sexy, but that album cover, I just want to have the album just for the ass.
Right. She was sexy back then. Never cared for her singing though.
Total.
Total. Funk Dubious. I need that Funk Dubious album. Biggie, yes.
All right, here we go. 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 All right.
I think Moonflower was asking, do you know the producer Black Milk?
Yeah, I heard of Black Man before. Pretty underrated.
Yeah.
All right. Bushwick Bill, Phantom of the Rapture,
Never
3.5
heard
mics.
I never heard it. Was
I
it
heard
good?
it like a while back ago. It's been years. I'm not gonna really say anything because, but you know, rest in peace, Bushwick Bill, and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely a very dope album from what I remember. The production I remember was he went kind of more horrorcore with this album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Lost Boys, Legal Drug Money, 3.5 mics,
Classic album.
classic.
How they give that 3 mics? I have no idea. What was wrong with it for them to give it just 3.5 mics?
I mean, you know, at that time, you know, people weren't really using that harmonizing kind of sound and shit.
Yeah, but so see that because that's why they were so great because Mr. Cheeks had his own lane when it came to that. No other group on the East Coast was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they had everybody collaborating with them. You know, from Easy Mo B to Pete Rock to, you know what I mean? Dog Pound,
Exactly.
they did the Music Makes Me High remix with the Dog Pound and Cannabis and fire.
We're one of Cannabis' best verses too.
Yes, definitely. And Beast from the East. I
Yeah.
definitely enjoyed him on that one.
A lot of people forget Cannabis was really down with the Lost Boys before he hooked up with White Clef
He
too.
should have stayed with the Lost
He
Boys.
should have stayed with the
He
Lost
would have
Boys.
had a better
He could have had
album.
better
Cause
production.
yeah, he fucked up on that.
Right, man. But I'm not the lot. But to me, when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to that legal drug money, I'm not gonna lie. Like the lifestyles of Richard, Shameless, and Renee, two of the
Mm-hmm.
best songs on the album and shit like that.
Yes,
Especially
definitely.
Renee,
Yes, great
like
storytelling track.
hip hop, tragic hip hop love story right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm. Yep.
the yearn, ooh,
The Yearn was fire.
ooh,
Music Makes Me High.
oh my god. Like I was just
Bananas.
jumping. I was just jamming to lifestyles last week and shit like that. Everybody fucking don't
Mm-hmm.
give a damn. Ooh,
Crazy. Ben's Coupe.
jeez,
Man.
man. Ooh. But yeah, that second album too. That's the best.
Yes.
The second album was the best one. Like,
Definitely. Love, Peace, and Happiness. Definitely.
yeah, and I got that album too.
I had that on cassette. I never got the CD for that one.
Yeah, man. I even like LB for Life, even though it's kind of sad listening to it like after Freaky Tie
Right.
died.
Right.
But yeah, now this
Definitely.
is just disrespectful.
That's
Showbiz and
true.
AGs, Goodfellas, 3.5 mics.
No.
No,
That's 5 mics right there.
5 mics.
They got it wrong.
One of the
Again.
darkest albums in hip hop history.
Definitely.
Um, every track on that album was a banger. I'm just gonna be real.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Yep.
the flavor, medicine,
Fire.
neighborhood sickness. But everybody always wants to play next level, the next time mix, because
Mm-hmm.
Eminem freestyle to it on 8 Mile. That's why everybody wants to play that fucking
Right.
shit.
But it was big. I mean,
It was big, yeah.
the remix by Primo. I mean, he killed it. I hope he do like one of those "So What's Up" episodes, and he talks about making that remix for them.
Yeah.
Cause that would be great. I'm enjoying his little "So What's Up" segments on YouTube.
Yeah, send those to me. I have to watch
Yeah.
with it.
He did one. He did one yesterday about the Rakim joint. When I be on the when I be on the mic.
Ooh.
Or the other one. The other one he did. It's been a long
Send
time.
me that, please, when you find
Yeah.
it. Cause
Hmm.
fuck is yeah, but don't even get me started on Got the Flavor. How Party already and Method Man
Right.
killed that shit. Method Man had like 8 fucking bars.
Mm-hmm.
Had the best fucking verse on that. Like
Yep. Facts.
that's the type of album you listen to in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, when it's like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning,
Minus
you
10.
walking in the fucking streets with Timbs and shit, about to
Yep.
rob somebody and shit.
Yep.
And, not trying to endorse robbing. Yeah. Again, another disrespectful rating. Master Ace Incorporated sitting on Chrome. Well,
They
I'm
bugging.
not surprised by this rating. It's 3.5 mics
They
because
wildin'. No.
I'm not surprised though. You know why?
Mhm.
Because the East Coast was mad at Master Ace for the West Coast flirting with his music and shit.
Yeah, but they were the ones that was the radio stations was playing it over here though. I don't understand. During the whole beef, they're mad at the West Coast, but you still have radio stations say that was playing the West Coast shit. They were playing Death Row shit. They were playing Warren G. They were playing Coolio, Cypress Hill, Farside. None of those cats are from the
Hammer.
East Coast. Hammer, yes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not understanding the whole shit. I just feel like people are jumping in just to jump in on it. I'm like, they're playing West Coast shit here, and y'all are mad at the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? If you're mad at Snoop and Dre, that's one thing. But don't be mad at the whole West Coast because the whole West Coast wasn't involved in that whole beef.
Exactly. Hell, MCA always shouted out the East Coast, like Coogee Rap and Gangstar on his albums and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Straight Up Menace. They played that on the radio. That was a big hit.
Ooh. Hell,
Yeah.
hell. Wasn't didn't they have the showing for Boys in the Hood in New York or some shit too? If I'm not mistaken, like the
They
first
did?
showing.
I can't remember.
Interesting.
They probably did. I don't remember. Where they had the red carpet at.
So off topic, Keith Sweat is coming to Durham. I mean Charlotte in December 3rd.
Oh, you gotta see him, man.
I might try to go see him.
A
Let me see what I
legend.
can do.
Hopefully shit is still open by then, you know?
Right. Yeah, man.
Slaughterhouse is better than sitting on Chrome to you?
I'm not gonna argue with that,
Mm.
Antoine, but at the same time, I would not. I mean, I consider Similar from a slightly better than Slaughterhouse, but it's like apples and oranges. I can't really pick between them.
Right.
Hell, add take a look around today. You might have. Whew,
Yeah.
all right. Um, South Circle, Another Day, Another Brother, 3.5 mics.
Never
You
heard
said
that
you
one.
heard that one, right?
No, I know. I remember hearing the group. I never heard the album though.
Shit. Um, Milk Bone, The Milk Crate, 3 mics.
Dope album.
That was a good album.
Yes.
I love the production. That 95 winter production.
Yeah.
Something about that 1995 East Coast boom bap production. I don't know
Hmm.
what it is though.
That we were stuck inside because of the bad blizzard. So that's what happened. So we couldn't go nowhere at that time. So we had to just be stuck inside and listen to good hip hop.
And look what they said. With many smooth tracks containing easily played bass lines, piano, and
Hmm.
dreamy music.
KG did his thing on that. I think that's an underrated KG produced album.
Very good. Like hell, like one of Naughty by Nature's best albums too. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, but he did get shitted on a lot when he was
Right.
coming out
Because he was
because
white.
this is post Beastie Boys,
Mm.
third base, pre Eminem. That
Right.
wait, excuse me, post Vanilla Ice. Excuse me,
Right.
because after
That's
Vanilla
true.
Ice, white rappers was just getting a bad rap. Like Vanilla Ice just ruined it for the decade and shit.
Hold on, I'm back. I gotta charge my computer.
You said what? I think I charge some shit up. All right, while he's doing that, I'm just gonna answer people. Lost Boys, Legal Drug Money could have been rated 5 months. I definitely agree with you on that. Um, to be real, I need to get that album too. For some reason too. Better lyricists, I-20 or Ludacris. Oh, definitely Ludacris. Reg, favorite hip hop anthem songs. Rough Riders anthem. Um, Money, Power, Respect, Victory. It's all about the Benjamins. California Love. Just on top of my head.
Yeah.
And Fight for Your Rights to Party.
Classics.
Um, hell, South Bronx, BDP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Milk. I feel like the Milk one, three, actually maybe 3.5 mics, 4 mics.
Right.
You
I
know,
thought it was dope. Yeah.
but yeah, Tales from the Hood soundtrack.
That
Three
was a top
mics.
solid soundtrack. They got that wrong
They
too.
got that wrong. How you get a soundtrack?
They got
How
that
you get,
wrong. I'm sorry.
how you get a fucking soundtrack wrong? Oh my god! But
Crazy.
that soundtrack had what was supposed to have been Inspector Deck's song on his album that was got destroyed in the flood.
Mm-hmm.
What was the song? What was the
Let
song?
me at him.
Let Me At 'Em, yes.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to hear what Inspector Deck would have album would have sound like in '95, maybe '96, listen to that track.
Right.
It has one of the best Spice One songs, "Born to Die." Ooh,
That was dope.
like ooh, this whole old dirty's back. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Face Mob
Go
and
hard.
Scarface Face Mob, which that should have been on that album in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, that soundtrack should have at least been 4 mics.
They wildin'. They bugging.
Question mark Asylum, self-titled,
Never heard.
2.5 mics. I've heard of them. Um, I think they were from DC and
Okay.
stuff like that. They had that one song. I want to say they used the same sample as LL Scratch.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
For where
I'm
my homies?
no, 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 no. It wasn't one of my homies. It wasn't that. If it comes to me, I'll send it to you. But I know one of the members died, though. I know that.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
rest in peace to him. Dayton Family. What's on your mind?
I remember Dating Family.
2.5 mics.
I never heard the album though. I remember them like by the album covers and stuff.
Yeah, I never heard the album either.
What's your opinion on Quality? Quality is, to me is his best solo album. Definitely
Who?
underrated.
Who?
Talib.
Yeah, I mean, it's his best album, but I still fuck Talib. You know,
Favorite Eminem freestyle. I like the freestyle where he talked about fucking Meg with the peg leg.
I love that classic Voice to 5'9" freestyle. I think they did back in '98 or '99.
Yes.
Classic.
Yeah, Eminem is a great freestyler, man. People forget. Like his BT cipher, that's like the best one to me.
You mean the one when he was doing that choppy slam poetry kind of shit with the trumpet?
That he was in. I want to say it was 2017.
Nah.
It was one. It was. He was like in a cipher. Yo, he always is. They did like more than one cipher, but it was. He had a cipher one year. I'm like, yo, y'all forgot about Eminem, man. Eminem is like one of the best.
If it's the one I think you're talking about, I think it was like the
Mm.
early 2010s. If I'm not
Yeah, it might have.
mistaken.
I forgot the year though.
The one from 2017, he was doing that Trump side. It was good, but
That shit was good too. I like that. That shit
everybody,
was long though. That was.
it was like, yeah, because everybody kept overhyped. I was like, okay, it was good, but I've heard better from Eminem, and
I'm
that's
like,
not me shitting
man,
on him.
when Eminem is not doing this bullshit that he's doing now, when he's in vintage Slim Shady mode, he is one of the best. That's why I love him. Cause I
You
know
know,
he got it in him. It's like for whatever reason he's doing the fucking commercial shit now, but vintage Slim Shady, ain't too many people fucking with him.
I'm not gonna lie. I love the era
Hmm.
between '97 and '99
Right,
when he was doing that Slim Shady EP, the whole Any Man Eminem.
right,
I love that era because of how hungry he was.
yes.
Like '99 to 2003. That was again my second favorite era, but that early Eminem,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna include Infinite too.
Right,
The more lyrical, that's
yeah, I
some
agree.
of my favorite shit he's ever done. Like
I
Any
agree.
Man, this just don't give a fuck. I mean,
Right.
come on.
But even when he had the drug issues and he came back with relapse and recovery, he was still dope lyrically.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like he didn't miss a beat. Like I'm like, well, if he took drugs, we didn't. It didn't show no effect
because
because he was still sharp.
he took drugs in Eminem show
I didn't
and
know
shit
that.
too. Yeah, he did. He started taking drugs
Wow.
because around that time he was doing the 8 Mile.
Hmm.
He was working with D12, so he was started
Right.
taking pills around that time, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
But it didn't really go overboard until Encore.
But
Like,
he always had a drug issue. Just that once you get rich and famous, it's like 10 times that. Cause now you got money, you got access to any drug that you want. You
yeah.
know.
All right. Now we're gonna talk about the singles. AZ Sugar Hill,
Classic.
classic.
Even with Miss Jones, classic. Have you ever heard the Miss Jones album? I never heard that album.
Nah, I actually never
I
heard.
gotta check that out.
I don't
I've
think
been listening to like old like New Jack Swing albums from the '90s, like underrated shit. Like High Five first album. I just listened to High Five's first album this morning.
that was good.
And I never listened to High Five. Like I know their songs, but I never listened to none of their albums. You know.
Yeah. To me, High Five. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard most singles and albums, but I know I've heard the first album years ago.
Hmm. That group got a lot of tragedy, yo.
Oh my gosh! Don't even
Tony
get me.
Thompson and one of
Yes,
the dudes is paralyzed and shit.
don't even get me started. I'm like, jeez.
I saw they unsung, but they need to have like a more in depth story for them.
I don't think they're ready for that.
They're not ready for them.
I don't think they're ready because
Can
especially
they
with
do a verses though? Do they have 20 hits?
no,
No.
no. But again, they don't
Mm,
always play their hits and verses. They can.
that's true.
But at the same time, I think they a bit too. They're more for like. How can I put this? H Town. They were part of an era
Hmm.
that it was like a weird era when it was like the Boys to Men influenced era, but at the same time, they were a cut above
Yeah.
because they actually have talent. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Minus Shy, in my opinion. And
You didn't think Shy had talent?
I I I got so tired that comforter and that
Hmm.
if I ever fall, I
Hmm.
got so tired
You
of
tired of
those
it?
songs after a while, and uh, it was like that.
Prodigy did a song On the Boys in the Hood soundtrack? When was that?
Yeah,
They have a song on Boys in the Hood, but it's not Prodigy on there, right?
yeah. It's a young
The Too Young
Prodigy.
joint? That's Prodigy?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
they did a song with High Five. Yep, they did.
I thought he was one of them cats from ABC. I didn't know it was Prodigy on there. He
Don't
sounded
ever,
like one of them dudes from Another Bad Creation.
don't ever, don't ever talk about my Scorpions.
Oh, that was Prodigy. Wow,
Don't
I didn't
ever
know
talk.
that.
You probably like that's
I
how
did
he
not
was
know.
kind of sound like in Juvenile Hell a little bit. He was
He
still
sounded like ABC. Wow. I never heard.
moving on to what
Cause,
it called?
cause the Too Young joint is on the first album, and I heard it. I'm like, I heard the dude rapping. I'm like, he sounded like one of them dudes from ABC. I didn't know that was Prodigy.
80s.
That's crazy. But he came a long way from Juvenile Hell. Was it Juvenile Hell? Juvenile Hell, right? Yeah.
Yes.
He came a long way from Juvenile Hell to what he became now.
Exactly. Exactly.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
80s. Funny. Raekwon Glaciers of Ice.
Oh, classic. I was surprised. You know what? When I first saw the video for that, I was surprised that was the first single because I was like, "This is the
Really?
first single." Yes. Like it wasn't like an eye opener. Like see when they dropped Criminology really set off that album
Wait a
once that
minute.
dropped.
I thought Heaven and Hell. I know that was on the first time. I thought that was like a promo single.
Nah, but that was from the Fresh soundtrack,
True, true.
and then came Cuban Link. But yeah, they added Heaven and Hell like at the end of the album. But Glaciers of Ice was dope, but I was like, it didn't hit me like when Criminality dropped. I'm like, okay, this is the Ray that we've been waiting for. And then Ice Cream and Incarcerated Scarfaces was a rap after that. But Glaciers of Ice was cool. I didn't expect it to be the first single though. I felt like Criminology could have been the first single.
The way they even marketed Cuban Links was genius as fuck too.
Right.
Um, yeah, I really when it comes to the Iron Man remastered, I don't really care for because I got the OG copy and shit like that,
Mhm.
but they need to put Soul Control though.
What? Oh, that's the difference, right? They took off that song.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if they don't put Soul Controller on it, it won't really be
Right. Right.
legit.
It's not the official joint, right?
Because I was bumping after the smoke is cried.
Right, Antoine. Like
Woo!
I heard the dude rapping. I didn't even know it was Prodigy. I'm like, I thought he was the dude from ABC and shit. That's crazy. What, Prodigy on a high five? I never heard him talk about that song. He probably didn't even want to talk about that.
They didn't really care for the juvenile era
Right.
you know.
And it still has some dope joints. You had Primo on that. You had Lost Professor.
Can you imagine if Primo did some shit post Juvenile Hell?
Psst, that would have been
Especially
crazy.
around the time when he was doing Hell on Earth.
Right?
Oh God.
96? That would have been crazy.
That's crazy how like the only time Primo did a Mobb Deep track was the album that they didn't care for.
They didn't care for.
Interesting.
Right.
King T, Freestyle Ghetto. Ooh, that's dope. That's from the For Life album, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't hear that one.
And Dove Shack, Summertime.
Dope. That was an anthem. That was an anthem back in
Yeah.
95. For sure.
All right, now we're gonna go to the Tupac one.
Favorite Eminem mixtape? I like the Green Lantern. What's the name of that joint? The one he did with the Nail in the Coffin. This song, Benzino.
Yeah, the one with the Invasion. Right?
Invasion. Yeah.
Yeah,
That joint was fire. Yes, that was a dope one.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of prefer the Sauce over Nail in the Coffin.
That was good too.
The
I like
Sauce
that one.
was just disrespectful.
That
Like
was
everyone
good
talking
too.
about Nail in the Coffin. I'm like, yeah, Nail in the Coffin is good.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna lie, that beat, like, dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. It took me a while to get used to that beat.
Yes.
Sam said Prodigy destroyed Park on Drop a Gem on him. Yeah.
I just wish they would have said his name though, cause he had
I
more than
mean-
one diss song where he said their name. You know.
But see that was a key. That was a key. How they did it was so smooth and subtle. Like casual, and that's the thing that how with casual hip hop fans, if you know about Pop,
Mhm.
you would know that they were talking like with Biggie's Long Kiss Goodnight.
Mhm.
Everyone knows he was talking about Pop.
Well, the whole album, you feel like you're talking about Pac.
Hell, Pac was talking about Big, the whole All Eyes on Me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. Yes.
Pumping that grinding like a slow
Mhm.
jam.
Mhm.
Come on, come on.
Yeah.
I love it when you call me Big Pac.
Yeah.
Come-
You might as well just say his name. You know what I'm saying? When they did crawling on Infamy, and Prodigy's verse, and he says H to the H, what is that, H to the homo or something like that. I'm like, we're talking, you're talking about Jay-Z. Like, just say his name already. We already know that you're talking about Jay-Z.
But like I said, at that time, subliminals were new in hip hop at that time, and when people would listen to it,
Mm-hmm.
they used to use subliminals as bait.
Right.
You know, before like the real song comes out, like how Pusha T
Mm-hmm.
did it with Drake. Like he had that one song, Infrared, on the Daytona joint.
Mm-hmm.
When Drake did the Doopy freestyle,
Mm-hmm.
what did he do? Sound of Adonis. I think that was the one. Yeah, Sound of Adonis.
Yeah.
Rap. Like and even with Ice Cube too,
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. When we talk about Kill at Will, when he did that little, what do you think will happen at NWA? How he hung up the phone.
Right.
Then what they do?
That was it.
No Vaseline.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Shit.
I'm
Hey.
more of a fan of like when KRS-One came out with the Bridges Over and just called out Shannon and them. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just so brash with it. He called out a whole area. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't care.
But mind you,
Mhm.
Kara was one through subliminals too.
Right.
I explained in the cube and shit.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, everyone had to, but he damn sure called out Nelly. Hey Nelly.
You know you have to say that. You know you are not number one.
And Nelly got the award for I Am Hip Hop on the Hip Hop Award.
Crazy.
He's in the class with Kara.
Which one was which MC Ren album was that?
The Villain in Black?
Oh, okay.
Underrated.
That's a dope album.
Yeah, mind you, KRS-One got the I Am Hip Hop and Nelly got I Am Hip Hop. So I
Yeah.
guess KRS-One
That's crazy, man. It seemed like he was waiting to do that for Nelly though. He was like, I want you out of this culture. We got to make a diss song for you.
But if KRS-One performs that at the verses, I'm gonna laugh.
I don't think he's gonna do that. I would be surprised if he did that still.
I mean, him and Nelly are cool though. That's why
Yeah.
I said I would laugh.
But if he threw like a subliminal like, see, Nelly got washed by Ludacris, I would not be surprised. You know.
Alright. Now we're about to get into the source system. Fuji's The Score.
Classic.
Classic.
Definitely.
Tupac, All Eyes on Me.
Classic.
Classic.
Where Q at? Q, you probably nutting in your pants right now from hearing Pac, man. I already know. You got a Tupac orgasm right now.
Insomnia, Eric Sermon.
Great.
Classic.
That's an underrated joint. How come I never hear nobody talk about that album?
Because it's always No Pressure,
Mhm.
P. I need to get that album too.
Same. That joint was dope, man. He has some dope artists on there.
Funkorama.
Funkorama was like the big
Woo!
hitter for that. I literally saw that video every day when that came out. Every day they played it. Every day I saw the video. You could not escape that song. That was like the biggest song, one of the biggest songs in New York at that time.
Conscious Daughters Gamers. Oh, yeah.
That's the second album.
Yeah.
Album. Yeah.
Mad Skills from Where?
Classic.
Solid.
Love that album. His best one.
I don't know, but that's not a classic to me.
That's not a classic to you? Underground classic to me.
I'm not gonna argue with Underground Classic.
'Cause I have his second one was it the $1 Million Backpack? I got that one, but it's nothing like the first one. The first one was great. Jay Dilla was on that first album.
Mind you, that was released the same day as the score and All Eyes on Me.
Yes.
And notice how All Eyes on Me and the score on the top two, and that's when remember.
An epic day, another epic day that records dropped, you know.
Jizz's Liquid Swords,
Great.
classic.
I'm hearing all classics right now.
Now we on the heavy rotation.
Mhm.
8 Ball to MJG on Top of the World. Ooh, Southern
That was dope.
classic.
That was dope, definitely.
Space Age Pimpin' Alone.
Mhm.
Julio, Gangsta's Paradise.
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
It's most commercial.
It's not touching the Takes a Thief. I mean,
yeah, but you could tell the difference. It Takes a Thief was more. That was more the more him to me, more hood, and
Yeah.
Gangsta's Paradise was more commercial.
right. Dog food, dog
Oh,
pound,
great. Love that
classic.
album. Love that album. It also came out on Halloween.
Yes. Far Side, Lab Cabin,
Great.
California,
Great album.
classic.
Great albums.
Goody Mob, Soul Food,
Great
classic.
albums. All of these we did reviews for.
Yeah, Cypress
Great,
Hill, 3,
great
classic.
album. Great album.
Group Home, Living Proof,
Great album.
classic.
I sound like a broken record now.
Um, Even though I have some things about Living Proof, I must say my thoughts.
Really? You don't like Living Proof?
I say classic. I like Living Proof, but
You have some issues with it?
a lot of people say it's Primo's best work. I'm not really gonna. I mean, it's among his best work, but
Yes, I do agree.
yeah, it's not because he didn't produce a whole album. 'Cause
I feel like aside from the Gangstar stuff, that's one of his best produced albums.
yeah,
I'm putting it right up there with Firing Squad and Bahamadia Collage.
oh yeah,
Definitely some of his best work. J. Rue, the two J. Rue albums.
right. If I'm not mistaken, Jazzo did 2000, and that's like my favorite joint on the album and shit.
Jazzo, the Jay Z's homeboy.
Yeah, he did some
I didn't
shit
know
on it.
that.
Oh yeah,
Really? Well, Alchemist was on that, the second album.
I never heard the second album.
Yeah, Alchemist was on Stupid Motherfuckers. I think he did that joint. That's fire.
I love that title alone too.
Yeah.
LL Cool J,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Oh,
classic.
great. His last classic album. Great album.
Easy E, straight off the motherfucking streets of Compton.
Dope. Dope album. Definitely.
Yes. We need that temporary insanity, but that's another story.
Yes, I agree, Antoine. Like his first two Coolio albums were great, but It Takes a Thief is that's just more hard. It's more street. Ronnie said, "Ghetto Millionaire" or The Natural. I gotta go with Ghetto Millionaire, man.
Yeah, Get a Millionaire for me.
I love The Natural. That's still Mike Geronimo's best album.
Yeah, Chino XL got Hip Hop Quotable for No Complex.
Mm, dope. That was a great. That's the song where he's talking about his race and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song from the first album.
Blase,
Eminem fell off.
Blase, Blase.
Yes. I heard the album a while back. I never did buy it though.
It was alright.
Yeah.
I know they had an issue with Jerry with Damager.
I think yeah they did. I'm trying to remember it though. I don't know if ever bought that one. Eminem fell off after Eminem show. I think Encore was bad, but I think he came back with Relapse and Recovery. And then after that he fell off again.
Um, Reasonable Doubt promo.
Yes. I remember that.
After the smoke was gone.
I'm doing all Halloween shit this month, and then Bronx Hill I'll do in November.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Candyman after this. You know, Generation of Fun, you have Curtis Mayfield and Warren G.
Oh wow. Dope.
Looking at the sunrise, the Candyman. Looking at the sunrise.
Who is better, Tupac or Eminem?
Oh,
As far as legacy, I will go with Pac. As far as lyrics, I'm going with Eminem.
Tupac, yeah.
Discography, Tupac has a better discography. Cause I don't think he had one whack album.
Get a Boy's Resurrection album.
I never heard that one.
Yes, you did. We did a review on it.
I ever heard it?
Yeah,
We did. When the hell was that?
well,
I
last
can't
year we
remember.
did.
Okay, I did hear the album. So I just don't remember hearing the album.
All right, now we're gonna come to the ratings. Fuji's the score.
Great.
4 mics.
They got it wrong off the
Ouch.
bat.
I thought at least
They
that.
were being stingy with the five mic. Well, I don't understand. Like, well, they had somebody at Dave Mays or somebody got to tell me why they were being stingy with the five mics at the source. Because I'm not understanding why they just gave it four mics. So Common could get five mics for Resurrection, but the Fugees can't get. About to say the Scoogies. The Fugees can't get five mics for the score. I don't understand that.
I thought Common got 5. And
No, he got five for. Well, I don't know if he got five for B. 'Cause I wasn't reading the source at that point, but he got five for Resurrection.
Ouch.
And is Resurrection a better album than the score?
Nah, I mean I love Common, but I'll pick the score for the Resurrection.
He got five mics for that. So why? How come they got four mics? I don't understand how they go about giving certain people five mics.
You never know. Conscious artists, gamers, 3.5 mics.
I don't know. I don't remember if I heard the second one. I heard the first one from them. I don't know if I heard the second one.
Dark Skin Riders featuring Brother J. Self-Titled,
Never heard
three
that.
mics.
That was his Offspring project, right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I didn't hear that one. I wasn't big on X Clan like that back
Me,
then.
me too. Sugar T, Paper Chasing, 3.5 mics.
Sugar T from the Click.
Yeah,
I didn't. I might have heard that album. It's been years. I might have heard that album from her. I
I
always
know
thought she was. I always thought she was cute.
she was. And that Sprinkle Me video, oh shit.
Yep. I always thought she was cute.
The Youngsters, Illy Funksters, I'll Make You Famous,
Classic.
three mics. That should have been at least 4.5 for Mike. To be honest, the Youngsters' last 2 albums, you can't really say that it was better than the first. You can't really say that about a lot of groups and shit.
Classic joint. That's on the No Mercy album actually, but they never did no video for it though.
Which one?
The Illy Funksters.
Yeah, they never did.
The what is it? What you say? That's I Make You Famous is the fourth album,
Yeah, the last one.
but Illy Funksters was on No Mercy.
Yeah. Hmm.
So why did they have it together?
No, 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 no. They said the Youngsters. I think slash Illy Funksters. I think that's.
Oh, that's what they called them. That's what they
Yeah,
were going by. I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. But I was saying that they had a very consistent discography and shit because their last two was better than their first two in my opinion.
You think so? You
Yeah,
didn't
I
like No
like that
Mercy?
grimy. I like that grimy and shit that they've done.
Oh, so you like I Make You Famous and No Mercy?
Hell yeah.
See, I love Aftermath. I think Aftermath was fire in '93 when I came
Oh
out.
yeah. Aftermath was good too. Like, I like all
Yeah,
the older shit was good.
Primo was on there. Pete Rock, KG,
Hmm.
the Beatnuts. That's one of their best albums to me.
Right, like it just shows you how teens who actually can rap and shit. So
Right, right. And I was a huge Criss Cross fan too. So I was like listening to Criss Cross, the Youngsters, Illegal, all at once, and they all had beef with each other.
right,
You know,
meeting at the playground.
that was fire, man.
um,
They first album release. I never heard the second ABC album. Was that good?
I never heard
You never heard
either.
it?
Yeah,
I never
I'm not
heard
really
it.
the biggest ABC fan like that.
Only the first album was good to me.
I bet
I
you
ain't hear
the second one they went a little hardcore. I bet you without even looking.
they were old, a little bit older. They were like 13,
Oh God,
so they were feeling themselves. You know, 'cause you have a multi-platinum first album. That's
Hell,
what happened to a lot of those kiddie groups. Like they got successful with the first one, and then the second one, they fell off because they were trying to act too hard or whatever.
no, they fell off because they grew up, and then the
Right, that
label didn't
too.
have no use for them.
Right. See what happened with the boys? When the boys started maturing, label got rid of them.
Yeah, and the boys had to go to Africa and shit.
Yeah, they went to Africa, right?
Yeah. Anyway, Guru presents Ill Kid Records, 2.5 mics. Should have been at least 4 mics.
I heard that. I think I heard. Is that the Bullhead Slick album?
No, 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 no.
There's something else?
This was like a compilation of some of the artists Guru
Oh
had
nah.
in the
I
gangsta.
heard I heard the Bullhead Slick album, but I didn't hear this compilation joint.
Shit.
That's underrated album too, Bullhead Slick.
You mean the one from 01?
I think it was '01. I think it was '01. It was like another side project he did. You didn't care for him?
It was alright. It was alright.
Right. Yeah.
Like I said, I love Guru. Guru's
Mm.
my dog. But when it comes to like that first Jasmine Test album, that was his
Classic.
definitive
Definitely.
statement. Everything after that was just
Definitely.
either good or okay. But once we get to the solo shit, it's a wrap.
And I like Jasmine Taz Volume 2. I think the anniversary was yesterday for that.
Yeah, volume 2 was good, but it was
Yeah.
my issue was it just wasn't as jazzy. That's the thing.
Right. A little too R&B.
Yeah, it was like and like I said, it's like the first Jasmine Test. I mean, the Trust Me, the video version had more of an R&B feel, but at the
Right.
same time, it was a video single. The album version was more jazzy.
Yes.
But then it was like the second Jasmine Test, like Lifesaver,
Mm.
which I mean, I'm kind of tired of that
You
song.
didn't like that one? That was
It,
dope. I like that.
but I love watch what the one with
Shaka
Shaka.
Khan, yeah. That was dope.
Ooh,
That was dope.
that's my joint right there. But
That was dope.
what the title like Jasmine Taz, I was expecting like some jazzy acid lounge shit, but it's like every Jasmine Taz
Mm.
album after the first one just got less jazzy.
I think Lifesaver. I think Buck Wild did a remix of that.
You said which one?
Lifesaver.
Oh wow,
Yeah, he did a remix of that. No, it was Respect the Architect. I think it was that one.
gotcha.
That was from Volume 2, right? Respect the Architect.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He did a Buck Wild remix of that joint.
true. All right, Dr. Octagon, aka Cool Keith.
Classic.
Yes,
I need that album. I just got the single for Blue Flowers, but I need the whole album.
3.5 mics.
They got it wrong. That's one of his
This
best
is a
albums.
5 mic classic.
What? Who was like? Was it people at the source actually listening to these albums? Were they actually listening to these albums? Because like I've hit up editors before. Like there was an editor for the Daily News. His name was Jim Farber. I used to do like the album reviews in the '90s and stuff. And when Outkast came out with a Criminal, he gave it a low score. And this is like in the beginning when we first had the internet and emails was like a new thing. And I emailed him and he emailed me back. And I asked him, I'm like, yo, are you people like you journalists and you reviewers, are you actually listening to the album before you write your review for it in the newspaper? Because I don't feel like a lot of them listen to the whole album, or they just skim through the albums and just write down, their favorite songs that they hear off key or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he spends every when he hit me back, he's like, yo, he spent every he spent hours listening to every album that he received to do the reviews on, but I still don't believe that. I'm like, what are these people hearing? Because the fact that 20 years later you got to change a lot of your reviews means you wasn't listening to the album, or they were skimming through the album and they wasn't really taking in the album like how we taking the album.
Just and I'm one to admit when an album grew on me over the years.
Right.
I'm one to admit that, but my issue with how certain magazines do it, it's like they would sometimes overlook albums that they would critically acclaim
Mm-hmm.
just for an album that they want to change the rating for and shit
Right.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and mind you, if you look at that recent 500 greatest albums from Rolling Stone, like last year, notice how the majority of those new additions were black artists.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac Hayes, Walk On By, that
Mhm.
was not on the original one.
Right.
Diana Ross, Diana, that was not on the original one.
Exactly.
If I'm not mistaken, they had Tyler the Creator's Flower. Well, that's a bad example. That was week after. They had Gladys Knight and the Pimp album and shit like that. That Neither One
Uh-huh.
of Us album, and I was like, now I know this could not be black. Cause I was like, whoa, and just like they just went all black and shit. And then
Yeah,
with the
but
new,
don't do that. Don't put those albums. I feel like they doing that because of this whole Black Lives Matter thing. Don't do that
that's
because of that.
exactly what they're doing.
If it no, but it has to be as a music lover first and foremost. You have to go with whatever album you feel like is a masterpiece to be on that list, regardless of color. So if you feel like Gladys Knight and Pip should be on there, or Curtis Mayfield, or Isaac Hayes, then rightfully they should be on there. Don't put a whole bunch of our black artists on there just to appease to a certain race. I just feel like that's fake. Then they're not being from the heart about it. They're only doing that to appease to a race, or you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and it's kind of crazy too because all these years they've been sucking the Beatles' clit all these fucking years and shit like that. Sergeant Pepper was the number one album
Right.
for the Rolling Stones because
Right.
they did a reissue I think in 2012 too, or revised it. In this recent ranking, they had Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" as number one. Very good album,
Right.
classic. But I find it kind of crazy how they put Sergeant Pepper like number 23.
It's
I was like,
Yeah, but I mean, the
the
Beatles have
black,
classic albums. The Beatles have classic
yeah,
albums.
they have class album. I'm just like the black love the Rolling Stone was they trying to do with this whole Black Lives Matter. I'm just like, yeah, I see exactly what
So
they're
so before okay, so before when they had like the list years ago, who was number one? It was
It
who
was
the
I can tell you the albums I was in the top 10. It was the Beatles,
hmm
Sergeant Pepper, Abbey Road, if I'm not mistaken. White Album. No, no,
hmm
no. Revolver was on that list, top 10. They had the Clash, London Calling. Pretty much the only black album was Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On." They even had
uh,
Rolling Stones exile on mainstream, but get this,
hmm
they critically penned that album back in 1972, but
right.
that was number 7 in the top 10. You see what I'm getting at? But then they put Songs in the Key of Life, number
Right.
56. They put
Why can't that be in the top 10 though?
My Point, that was critically acclaimed too.
Mm-hmm.
They put Sign of the Times. I think if I'm not mistaken, that was like number 80s in the 80s when that was first released
Right.
and shit. The disrespect, they started the list out with Outkast Aquemini 500.
That's crazy.
It's always in these lists. They always start the least one with the black artist, and then the number one with the white artist. Think
I'm
about that shit.
I'm not going to hit up every blogger that does this. Like I did that with Jim Farber because at the time I wanted to see who was gonna answer me, and he did, and he left me a long message about how he goes about reviewing the albums. I still don't believe that they actually take the time and listen to these albums, not just off of one play. It got to be various plays,
They don't,
and they don't do that because it's on to the next thing for them.
because what they do. What's up, Alonzo? Sorry, I didn't have a chance to say hey to you. What's
That's
up?
good.
What they do is they have a listening session. They will play the album and stuff like that only fucking once,
Right.
and they was mostly based off commercialism and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But let's just say you had an album like um let's say you have an album like Doctor Octagon. Doctor Octagon is
Right.
that's an album that has not really been done before and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With the personas and shit. They're
Right.
gonna really critically acclaim an album like in that vein because it was something different.
Right.
But at that time, commercially, it wasn't really selling a lot of. It was mostly a success in the underground and commercial because he's mostly an underground artist.
Right.
That's why with certain underground hip hop art, they mostly get more critical acclaim than commercial
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that too. But then that's why you have artists like these days that say, "Oh, I'm going to retire"
Right.
and stuff like that. I'm going to end off with a bang.
Mm-hmm.
When they get all that critically acclaimed commercialism, cough cough, the Black Album,
Mm-hmm.
that's when they want to come back and shit like that. And that's
Oh,
when
you,
it
you mean
happens.
Jay Z?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but a lot of Jay Z fans don't even consider that a classic album, and I've been saying it from day one that it was a great album.
well, a lot of Jay Z fans don't consider it a classic album, but then over the years, a lot of rappers quoted hella
Right.
songs from that album.
And he's made a documentary for that album. He's not gonna do that if he didn't think it was a classic album.
Exactly. And mind you, people always quote like shit like what more can I say? 99 Problems, Dirt Off Your Shoulder, which unpopular opinion, I hate Dirt Off Your Shoulder. It's like if you're gonna quote from that fucking album, to me, I consider that an arguable classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell, they were quoting hella shit from the Infamous the same year. They were sampling shit the same year that shit came out.
Right.
I can name 20 rap songs that sample off that album.
Yeah. Because it had that much of an influence on the culture.
Exactly.
You know.
Like, cause people were like Jay-Z quitting and stuff like that. You know, and this was Jay-Z dropping album year after year after year after year.
Right.
Niggas don't talk about Jay-Z when it comes to that shit. Like that's like some Prince shit right there. But
for the most part, he was consistent, minus a couple of duds. But
yeah,
I think he should. If he was gonna retire, he should have retired with the Black Album. Because I didn't. Other than American Gangster, I don't like no other album that he's dropped since then. You know, Kingdom Come was okay, but it's not a great comeback album.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Kingdom Come to me was like a contract obligation, in my opinion.
The Dub Jam?
Yeah. I feel like he was working on American Gangster. But then Kingdom Come, he was like, okay, well, if I'm going to come back. To me, I see it as like, he was trying to do what Beyonce did with the B-Day album a little
But that was a good album.
It was a good album.
Dope. You know what I'm saying? There's some bangers, when we talked about there's some bangers on Kingdom Come, but it's not the return album that I expected from him.
It wasn't.
And I was disappointed.
Hollywood.
No, that is the worst song on that album.
And mind you, Beyonce, that B-Day was considered Beyonce's comeback too after Dangerously in Love, and because you know, she went back to Destiny's Child for a little bit. You know, dropped the Destiny's Fulfilled album. Yeah, man. That's enough about the Carters and shit. Let's get that. But yeah, Dr. Octagon, that's a 5 mic classic.
Yes.
Girl, Let Me Touch You, No Awareness,
Fire.
Blue Flowers. The video to Blue Flowers alone is phenomenal. Like,
crazy.
To me, like that's a psychedelic hip hop masterpiece. But then if Danny Brown did the exact same shit, y'all be craving it. But anyway, then the next chapter, various artists, 2.5 mics.
The next chapter? What is that?
I never heard it.
What label is it on?
Immortal Records.
The next chapter. What the hell is that? They don't say the artist?
It says unsigned acts from the left side of the nation.
I don't know.
Yeah, next. DJ Crush, Melso, 3.5 mics.
I never heard that album.
I heard about the album. But I never heard the album.
Never heard it.
Damn, that's it for the ladies? Damn, okay. Anyway. Well, let's go to the singles. All City. Oh.
Classic. Underrated.
Metro Theme. Benzino's group, All City.
No.
Of course, they gotta be the first one.
That's Benzino's group, All City?
Yeah.
No, I thought that was Onyx group.
Oh, damn. You right. My fault. You right.
Who you was thinking about?
Made Man.
right.
I was tripping. My fault, y'all.
All City, underrated.
I heard that album years ago. It was a pretty sick album.
Yeah.
Too Short, Getting It. Dope song. Blase Blase, the Danger remix with Smooth the Hustler and Trigger. I never heard that remix.
That was dope too.
Domino Physical Funk. Never heard that track.
Was that from the second album?
Yes, sir.
I remember that.
Keplo Cooley High. Great. Classic.
And the remix is dope too.
Ooh.
They sample the Michael Jackson joint.
Lady in My Life, right?
Yes. Fire.
And Rolling Fam, Something's Got to Give.
Rolling Fam?
Yeah, they were a Wu-Tang affiliate.
Oh, Royal Fam.
Yeah.
Timbo King, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And that's everything here.
What's up with the name?
Oh, wait.
Reg always calls me the instigator. That's why I put it on this.
There's one more album.
uh,
Selly Cell, Killer Cali, 2.5 mics.
I remember when that came out. I never heard Shelly Solo.
Yeah, I never heard that album either.
Wasn't he caught up in like some child molestation shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So why is he free and R. Kelly is locked up?
You know what? I don't want to talk about child molestation. I've had a solid day, and I
Hey,
don't want to
R.
talk
R.
about it.
Kelly need to be sharing the cell with some of these other people that's out here.
I've heard too much about R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. I'm tired of R. Kelly and shit. Damn.
Hold the door. Sally Soul coming in with you.
And then Bill Cosby of all people is gonna say
Right.
that R. Kelly was set up.
But Bill Cosby speaking out for R. Kelly. I never thought I would hear that. Mr. Pudding Pop himself.
I'm just like, Bill, just do what OJ did and just shut the fuck up.
Right. Oh Lord. Oh
I'm just like,
man.
nigga, you already got out and shit like that. Just shut the
Right.
fuck up.
Just be happy you got out.
Talking about
Don't say nothing. You tried to buy NBC and they blackballed him. Like, don't say nothing. Bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Alright, what time is it? Alright, I'm gonna stay until about 1:15 and shit, because I do have to watch Candyman tonight.
Do you guys know? Oh yes, we. What's the thing with Michael Jackson and Eminem? They had some beef or something.
Yeah, you know.
I remember you say something, but I didn't really care. Like, so I'm like, what is going on with the whole Eminem and Michael thing?
So, pretty much, Eminem did that "Just Lose It" video where he made fun of Michael Jackson with the
Right.
child molestation shit, and Michael Jackson pretty much bought Eminem's publishing and shit.
Really?
Yeah,
He bought his publishing too?
but he
So-
bought his publishing, but it was mixed with, you know how Michael does. He bought with Beck's publishing, Shaquille's
What?
publishing, and Eminem's publishing.
So hold up. So none of these people that own their publishing.
Nah.
Michael bought all that shit and he's dead.
Yeah, I think he sold it too. I don't know.
Wow. I thought it was just the Beatles he bought.
No, Michael had Little Richard's publishing to Slime the Family Stone, and he sold it back to Little Richard and Slime the Family Stone.
What
too.
about with who you said Shakira? He bought Shakira's publishing.
Yeah, because that was part of the Sony deal. And
So Shakira don't own her publishing. So a dead man owns Shakira publishing.
if I'm not mistaken, yeah,
That's crazy.
that's gangster.
That is crazy. I didn't know
That's
that.
gangster.
Wow.
Michael,
So they can't buy it back. So they can't go to Jackson Estate and buy it back.
I don't really know how that works. I don't really care for Shakira like that, to be real.
Right. I didn't know that, yo. Michael was just buying up every fucking thing. Why he didn't buy up Jermaine's publishing? God knows Jermaine didn't have a lot of hits, you know.
Wow. Do you really want to make money off of that?
Why not? He wrote shit for Jermaine. Why not? What's the joint that he did on that Dynamite album? That's Michael's shit.
Oh yeah.
So you're buying your shit that you wrote for your brother. Why not?
And I'm dreaming.
Jermaine ain't going. It's not like Jermaine gonna lose it because he only had like 2 hits. You know,
2.5.
2.5, right? You ain't gonna miss it. That's what he should have started with. Buy your brother publishing before you buy Shakira's shit. Wow. And here we got Taylor Swift fighting for her publishing back.
Yeah, we got Britney Spears winning her conservatorship and shit.
Right? Taylor Swift said that she re-recording all her album. I heard somebody else is doing that. Is it Ashanti that's doing that?
I don't understand why these motherfuckers re-record their fucking album. That's stupid as fuck.
What is that supposed to do?
Well, you can't come up with new hits. You gotta re-record your old hits.
They're re-recording it because their catalog is bought.
Ashanti's doing it because she got her masters back, which doesn't really make sense though. But
Exactly. Why are you re-recording albums that I didn't listen? I don't care for Ashanti to sing anyway. I think she's gorgeous. I don't think she can sing a lick though. But why are you re-recording albums that went multi-platinum
exactly.
15, 20 years ago? They're not gonna go multi-platinum again.
Like make some good music and shit.
Right. Baby Street Fractions dope album. Who's Baby?
Baby Streets. You talking about Birdman, baby?
I don't listen to Birdman, so I wouldn't know. I actually threw away a Birdman album when the CD seller sent it to me. That was one of the freebies. And I saw the Birdman album, like, nope. Threw that shit away.
So what if I bought the album for you?
Please buy anything else than Birdman, please. I can name 60 other albums that I could use right now than Birdman. I will take Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch over Birdman.
Hey, that first album was actually dope.
Yes, it was. I had it. Music for the People. That's an album I wouldn't mind discussing over Birdman. I'll take Vanilla Ice first album over Birdman.
Okay, now you going
To the Extreme. To the Extreme is way better. I can name 3 songs off of that album. I can't name shit off of Birdman album.
I don't know.
Stop That Train, Ice Ice Baby, play that funky music, white boy. All bangers.
So you'll have Vanilla Ice's second album? Over
No, I said his first album, not his second one. To the Extreme was the
I thought
first.
you said his second album.
No. No. First album. No. He was only good for one album.
That he was only good for one album.
That's it. That Cool as Ice shit and all that. Nah, I'm good on that. He came out the Corruption album. We Can Freak It. I don't know Baby S. I never heard of Baby S. That was the dude that was singing on We Can Freak It. It was Baby S. I thought that was Nate though that was singing.
Baby F?
Baby S. That's his name.
What's up with these names?
Baby S. Birdman was He should stick to being an executive. That's what you're good at.
Stick to produce it.
You know what I mean? He don't even do that. Stick to being a businessman. Don't try to rap.
So this might be the next one.
Uh-huh.
It says top 100 rhymes of all time.
I remember that cover. That's a legendary cover right there.
Oh yeah.
I like the other one too with him in the president office with LeBron and Foxy.
Oh shit.
That was great. LeBron was part of the Rock when he first came into the NBA.
Yeah, niggas forget.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to come out with an album. I'm like, LeBron's gonna rap.
Nah, I think
LeBron gonna rap. He got a rock chain and everything. Throwing up the diamonds. I'm like, yeah, where's the rap album at? That would have sold more than Memphis Bleak album. You know? Yep.
Y'all was making this fly ass beat, man.
Yeah, I think Moonflower actually still producing. Somebody asked that.
Yeah, I replied to Tim. I said, yeah.
Oh, Tim said that.
Yeah, man. I've been working a lot on this fashion line and shit. You know what
I see, man. You got sweatshirts coming out soon?
Yeah, I want to come back.
Or snapbacks? Any snapbacks or dead hats?
Oh yeah, hats. They're coming. I won't be like this. Every fucking 10th customer gets a free hat.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got the shirt already. For the,
right.
I'm gonna rock this on Friday when it
That's
comes
right.
out.
I like that.
Yeah,
That is dope. Definitely gotta support the line, yo.
For real. I'm gonna rock that with my HNIC hat and shit, you know.
Yes.
Niggas gonna be like, "Oh, that shirt is fly." I was like,
you like the new West Side Gun, yo. You got your own music, your own clothing line.
Hell yeah, man.
It ain't about Griselda no more.
Yeah. It's all about Reg, man. Watch.
You know what I mean?
All about Reg and shit, man.
Word.
No, I won't be the next fucking Sean John, next Rockefeller of this motherfucker.
Oh Lord. Don't rob your artists, yo.
Shit, I ain't robbing nobody.
Don't take credit for beats you ain't make.
Of course. Because I'm telling you,
people coming at me.
Pay me in publishing. Don't pay me in no check.
Right.
Don't cut me no $250,000. I said, nah, pay me.
I had some dude on Instagram come at me like, yo, like, why you acting like you don't know? He's telling me, why you acting like you don't know Puffy's discography? I'm like, yeah, Puffy got his hits, but his discography is suspect.
What the fuck you talking about?
His discography is suspect because he ain't actually produced shit. He's conducting the orchestra. Like, you're conducting other people and telling them what to do for you. He's not actually in the mud making those beats like JD was. Right. So how do you feel like JD is gonna lose to Puffy? He can't play Biggie and Mary J all night. He's gonna have to play after Biggie and Mary. He's gonna have to play those Mace joints and those Black Rob joints, and then we're gonna see how good he is. You know, Black Rob ain't got too many hits. He got Whoa. What else he got after that? I remember that, the Death Row joint.
Yeah, it's all beat up and shit. Cause the motherfucking heads be like this.
You know, G Dep. He got Special Delivery. He ain't got nothing else after that.
What, he's gonna play Mace Jealous Girl or some shit?
But shit, Mace got at least 2 or 3 hits compared to them cats. Loon. What Loon got? What is he gonna play from Loon? Is he even gonna play Loon?
Well, I forgot about Loon.
You can't play that shit, and he wants to battle Dre. You can't play shit from Loon against Dre.
Sit your ass.
Dre's gonna watch him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man.
In the words of Kanye, sit your ass down.
What are you gonna play from Day 26
Oh God.
against Jagged
Right.
Edge? Against Jagged Edge?
Go there?
Against Jagged Edge? No, that's not gonna work. The band. What do you play from the band? That's beating anything JD did. You know what I'm saying? Like his discography is limited on Bad Boy. Like he don't have a lot at past. Maybe Jay's not even on Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he didn't he overseed Mary's albums. Like it was Mark C. Rooney and the Morales cat guy that did most of her shit. You know what I'm saying? Executive producing and producing is 2 different things. You know, like after Biggie and Craig Mack only got 1 good album on Bad Boy. So, like I said, Biggie only got 2 albums. So after the Biggie records and the Mace records and Craig Mack, what are you playing? Faith Evans got a couple hits, 112 couple hits. Carl Thomas, 1 or 2 hits. After that, total. After that, what is he playing? He ain't gonna last 20 with JD. He not gonna last 10 rounds with Dr. Dre.
Once Dre plays next episode, it's a wrap.
You don't want Dre. You better off taking your lumps with JD. You don't want Dre. I don't know who told him over here on the East Coast that he's on Dre's level. He's not. And I'm on the East Coast and I'm telling you that. He ain't fucking with Dre.
I swear to God.
He's not a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? And he had everybody ghostwrite for him, from Jay-Z to Nas, Source Money. You know what I'm saying? Like he was paying people for him to do for his hits. He wasn't doing it on his own. You know.
What's up, Hector?
What up, Hector? What's good?
Sam said, Aaliyah's extra smooth or try again. Try again.
Extra Smooth. What's on this one? What album this one?
If I'm not mistaken, that's on the I Care For You compilation.
Oh, that's a joint that came out after she passed away.
Yeah.
Try Again. Definitely, I love that song. Carl Thomas got like 2 hits. He got I Wish, and he got Emotional. What other hits has Carl Thomas got after that?
I don't even know.
You could say what's that joint? Can't Believe, but Can't Believe was on Faith Evans' album. That's all he had. His second album didn't do good. And that's when his father passed away. They didn't promote that album. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like Puffy really feeling himself. Like he really feel like he could contend with JD and Drake, and he got a limited amount of shit on Bad Boy. I don't see it. I really don't see it.
A bit too much.
He gonna have to really pull a couple strings to win this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just cause your name on shit don't mean that you was actually doing the shit.
Get your ass there.
You know what I'm saying? What's he gonna use? That Godzilla track, Come Home With Me, that he fucking sent, basically did over from what was it, Led Zeppelin that had that?
Yeah, Cashmere.
And Led Zeppelin did it better.
The fact that Jimmy Page was even on that, I'm like, Jimmy, what the fuck?
Because he paid him. He paid him to be on the song. That is what he did. When he sampled Roxanne from the Police, he paid Sting to be on that shit. That's not your song. We might need Ja Rule to be the special referee for this and be like, yo, Puffy, that's not your fucking song. Same way he told Fat Joe, you ain't on that, still not a player. That's pun shit. That's not your fucking song. We need Ja Rule as a special guest referee for that. So he can flag Puffy in case he try to, play a Junior Mafia record that they wasn't on Bad Boy. You can't play Get Money.
I can just hear the DJ scratch like, what?
Yeah, that ain't your fucking song, Puff. You can't play that. You can't play the B side. That's not your shit. You feel me? So it's like it's limited. His shit is limited, yo.
Right.
He's not gonna beat Dre. I don't think he's beating JD. You could last a couple rounds with him. I don't think he's winning the whole shit against him. You know? You can't play Pudgy the Fat Bastard Think Big. Pudgy wasn't your artist. You didn't do that record for Pudgy. You know what I'm saying? There's so many like records that Biggie was on that he can't play because he wasn't on. That's not a Bad Boy joint. You know, the only excuse you can have is, oh well, Biggie's my artist, so I can play it. You know what I mean? Everyone hard on him because, yo, this nigga was walking around in 97 acting like he was the king of hip-hop, and he's not. He never been. Nobody ever saw you as the king of hip-hop. He was never the king of hip-hop over here. Only in his fucked up mind, he thought he was the king of hip-hop.
He was a clown of hip-hop.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, he's the one that started the whole shiny suit era, that whole bling bling era. That's all him. That started that shit. He damn near ruined Mike Geronimo's career just having him even a part of that second album.
And Puff warned him.
Yeah, and Puff warned him not to use this fucking song, and he didn't listen. And because of the influence that Puff had, Mike Geronimo said, "I'm gonna go mainstream and ruin his fucking career over it." Because of Puff.
But yeah, time is it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, yo. This is definitely been a real ass review. This shit. Answer a few more questions. Only built for Cuban Links or Iron Man. Cuban Links. I love Iron Man though. What else? Keisha, I'm watching some sexy music videos.
Are you? What you watching? You watching porn? You watching porn right now?
Watching Megan Thee Stallion. Watching that fat shit.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Shit. Alright. Got a few announcements. So I feel like next week I was thinking about doing the jazz reviews and shit.
Yes.
To get into the world of jazz.
Okay.
John Coltrane's Love Supreme. Thursday is gonna be the Black Flag discography breakdown.
It's Thursday already?
Yep.
Shit, I didn't hear not one of the albums yet.
I gotta hear that shit tomorrow.
Sam, it's all your fault. You've been hounding this for this review, and now it's finally here, and I ain't hear a damn Black Flag album yet.
Yeah, don't worry, we got this. Like what George look? Sunday is Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire.
Yes.
I've been loving this. I love that Rage Machine.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, man. So definitely got some heavy hitters. You know what? I haven't forgotten about certain shit that I was gonna do and stuff like that. I was gonna tell you.
Rhapsody.
Huh?
Rhapsody.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that shit. I'll let you know how I feel about that.
No, Rhapsody, the rapper. Her album, you're supposed to do that.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, that one's gonna be hopefully this month. Rascal still on ice. Let's see.
Take a break from Paramore. Yo, you got jokes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that one might be next week. If not, it's gonna be the week after that,
Okay.
the final one. Because trying, like I said, everything's trying to be right about that. But if not, so be it.
Right.
But yeah, let me look at that Rhapsody out so I can look
I'm
at.
gonna listen to all of them. I'm gonna listen to all of the Black Flag shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've heard the albums. I have to re-listen to them too. So really
Take
cannot wait to talk about Black Flag and
take a
shit.
break from Madonna. I don't listen to Madonna every day.
Shit, it's been a while
Uh,
since I've heard me some Madonna. Actually.
we actually got to do the Madonna album for this. We got to do bedtime stories.
Oh yeah, we got to get Ash on that one too.
Oh, Ashley joining us for this?
Yeah, cause she
Yeah,
liked
we
that
gotta do.
album too.
Yes, this is one of her best. We gotta definitely do that.
Mm. Yeah, man. To me, that one, a ray of light though. Ooh,
Yes, Ray of Light, definitely.
yes, sir. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hope y'all have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Try.
All right.
Um, Definitely make sure y'all check out the brand and make sure y'all Friday is the official drop at the store. So I will see y'all later.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.